Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachah Kodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which you well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Sadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the pre-Shaman, this week's topic, we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence, you know what I mean? Why is that? Yesterday at Tesla's 10/10 event, Elon Musk revealed his RoboCab or Robo-Taxi or Tesla cab, pardon me, and he pretty much got in it. There's no steering wheels, no pedals. You just go in there, and the idea is you're just lounging while you're getting drove around. You can fleet it out. He then closed out with the Optimus robots dancing and serving people shit. So we're living in that sci-fi world. Now this is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 4. It says, But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Right? With the advent of the internet, you know, that really boomed technology. That really boomed people's understanding of things, because you could, you know, get another's perspective. You could start a particular research, and then somebody else could build upon that, and then you could look up on the internet where they're standing, and it's just, again, huge knowledge. Now, can't be ignorant of Satan devices. When you look at something like the robo-taxi, it looks extremely convenient, but we know that every time there's something convenient with this man's system, guess what? There's something more to it, all right? And when I look at robo-taxis with no steering wheel, no gas pedal, I think about that movie Upgrade, okay, where they pretty much took over, piloted and controlled the car and caused collisions. So stuff like that, if we go on the route of fully autonomous vehicles on a 5G or 6G or 7G network where everything is controlled or what have you, then they could pretty much, the concept of going off grid will be damn near erased. That's what they want to go to, more and more control. So again, it's convenience, but at the price of more control, you know? I always mention the fact that with the EV situation, you cannot go off grid, okay? That's the thing with EV vehicles, because if there's no charging station, you can only go but so far. And it's not like gas, so you could barter gas. You know, you could sell gas to people and they trade you for something, and you know, that could kind of happen. But with this, there's no alternative. You know, it's not like batteries for a phone and shit. You know, this thing is far more complex. So the fact that they're going this route, all right, lets us know that what the so-called white man is planning to introduce more and more control. What's crazy is, you know, this is really the Most High's doing, because when you hear Elon Musk speak, the guy seems like he's being sincere in what he's doing. He thinks that putting chips in people, creating robo-taxis and robots is like a sincere thing, like when he speaks. There's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, verse 3. It says, But thou art wiser than Daniel. But thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. And that's another thing, too, is going to take away privacy. You get in this robo-taxi, you don't know who the fuck is listening. All right? You know they're going to be collecting data. But like I said, this shows you that it's the work of the Most High, because when you hear this dude speak on this shit, he sincerely, like, believes he's doing better for the world. Like, I think about it like the Terminator series, right? When you look at the people that created Skynet, the real people, man, what's his name, Dyson? Something like that, the Jake from Terminator 2, even Terminator 3, they were sincere. They believed they were doing good for the world, and their hearts, they was like, this is gonna be a good thing for the world, and artificial intelligence, they think they were doing really good for the world, but the ultimate end of it was destruction, you know? That's just speaking as a man. I don't know for sure. I don't know his mind, you know, but that's what it looks like. It looks like he's sincere in this thing, you know? But he's sincerely setting up the people for destruction. This whole artificial thing, too, is also very huge in their military. And I've been speaking on that for years. I actually spoke with my boss, who's a former Marine, and he would tell me some of the things that they're doing in the military. They're doing things like, you see I'm driving this car? Like, imagine somebody controlling this car from hundreds and hundreds of miles away. Nobody's in it. They want to do that with fighter jets, if they haven't already. So that's the way things are going. Hey, that's what the whole trucker strike was about too. All right, that a lot of the works and jobs are being taken by autonomous machines. All right, the guy was saying you had ship tankers that were being navigated without a crew. The guy had like a fucking joystick or whatever controlling it from miles and miles away. So that's the route they're going. All right, which, you know, this shit is a miracle, bro. Like what they're doing, you know, vehicles that could drive themselves and shit. That's like, yo, you know what I mean? We never, to us, it's because it's gradually been put upon us. It's like, you know, it's like, okay, that's amazing, but it's not too crazy. But if you were just to go back, shit, even in the 90s, like, yo, we got self-driving cars. Yo, that's science fiction. Nah, we really have this shit. You don't even have no steering wheel, no pedals. It's just, you just going and it's driving. There's a book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 14. It says, "For they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world to gather themselves to battle." Okay, hold on. So let me read that top part. It says, "For they are the spirits of devils working miracles." That's what I want, the part right there. What's this miracles? The so-called technology the so-called white man has. All right, the transhumanism. Okay, what's that? Just integrating humans and machine, making them more and more symbiote. And to the point where people right now, it's like you can't even live your life properly without a phone for a lot of people. Okay, man, I was watching some 90s concerts and people were just enjoying the moment with their little Kodak camera and enjoying the moment. Now it's like everything has to be recorded on the phone and shared to social media. So we've been socially conditioned, all right, to do that. So when they keep introducing more and more technology in the form of AI and what have you, ultimately leading up to the chip, it will be a smooth transition. A lot of people won't resist it. A lot of people will actually encourage it and be for it. It says, "Which go forth unto the kings of the earth and the whole world to gather them to the battle of that great day of the Almighty." Yeah, you know. So a lot of people, all right, even before it becomes mandated, all right, are going to be big on the chip. Okay, just like a lot of people before that thing became mandated in 2020, a lot of people were pro getting stabbed up. But what was the outcome of that? A lot of people found out, like, damn, we were lied to. Ecclesiastes 12 and 10, never trust your enemy, so-called white man. This is the book of Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. It says, "And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels." Right, so that's going into that World War III. I'm sorry, not World War III. That's going into the scenario where the so-called white man is going to fight against not just the so-called white man, all right, all the other nations too, all right, but the so-called white man leading the charge, all right, against the Lord's return. What you read about in Revelation 13, I'm sorry, 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, 1 on down. And what's going to aid him? A lot of his technological advances, all right, because this man is so proud. Why? Because the Most High gave him that technology. The Most High gave him that technology, all right? Scriptures tell you that the Most High created this. I made the Isaiah 54 and 16. I created the smith that blows the coals in the fire. So the Most High is the one behind all this machinery and technology. But the Most High has given him some extraordinary technology. I'm talking about things that if we mention it, it'll sound like that's some shit out of a Marvel movie. I mean, we already know they have the Iron Man suit. I've been told personally that they have the whole haptic shit, like it's a hologram, you touching the shit like that and swiping, and he said they got that. Some dude when I was working at XYZ back in the day, he's like, yeah, we have that. The other dude, man, even back in 2011, he was telling me about some of the shit the military got. He said they had a tanker so big the shit had 2 zip codes, and he was going to all the different technologies and shit they got. It was like, damn. So this man got some stuff and he's like itching to use it. So when this World War III situation happened, and Yahushua come back, they're gonna really think in their mind like, yo, now's the time to use these anti-matter weapons and all these crazy weapons. It's gonna be to no avail though. Okay, but that's a part of that technology is a part of that, fueling that pride, you know, feeling that pride, making him think that he's the Most High and making him think he can take on the Most High. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 4. It says, who opposeth and calleth him, it's like it, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. All right, so the scripture speaks on two things. You know, we know that the so-called white man covered the faces of the judges, meaning he painted himself and the son of the Most High, the so-called white people, but they're not. We know that they're so-called black people, Negroes. When the Most High manifests himself as a man, he looks like a so-called Negro with white woolly hair and dark skin, right? But it also goes into his eagle eye, all right? Or in the Fast and the Furious movie, with God's eye, which is pretty much he has satellites or what have you up in space that can zoom down and see the fucking pimple on your nose. You know, they can see everything. They try to be just like the Most High, where they have an eye around everything and they can see everything, because we know that the Most High is omnipresent and omnipotent. So him mimicking the Most High, okay, saying I could do that. Hell, I could create my own animals. I could create my own fruits. I could be at all places. That's like he wants to search out everything, the heavens and everything. But it's impossible. All right, I'm gonna get a quick precept. I didn't have it here, but I know it off the top of my head. Proverbs. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 3. It says, the heaven for height and the earth, it says the heaven for height and the earth for depth, and the heart of the kings is unsearchable. Right, so you can't figure all of this stuff out. The moment you think you figure something out, the Most High busts out a new creature that you never done fucking even heard about or seen or even fathomed. All right, constantly creating for a period of time. So that's the Lord. So the so-called white man is trying to search out these things and create things and to make himself like the Most High himself, but you can never do that. You can never do that. You know? Trying to be like the angels. You know, the angels, they do everything telepathically, man. That's in the book of Ecclesiasticus 16 and 26 on down. It says they neither labor nor toil. So they do everything telepathically. The so-called white man is trying to mimic that. He's trying to have that brain chip hooked up to your brain, that brain chip, that RFID microchip hooked up in your brain or hand, to where you turn it on your car with your mind. You opening up doors without even touching it, just using your mind and shit. You see? And the next thing now, after that, he's trying to say, look, I'm gonna give machines free will, artificial intelligence. When you break that down, it just means fake intelligence. All right, there's no such thing as giving a machine spirit. Those things are all programs. How the fuck can a machine have free will if the Most High ain't give us free will? How you gonna give something free will and you yourself don't have any free will? None of us do. Proverbs 16:1 says, the preparation of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. Right, so that's from the Most High. Everything a man dreams, every step you take, it's the Lord. Every step you're going to take is from the Lord, even X amount of time from now. You know? So for you to say, look, you know, this is artificial intelligence, is going to think on its own, it's complete bullshit, man. All right? It's complete bullshit. Machines can't do anything it's not programmed to do. Just like us. So, hey man, as technology progresses, so does prophecy. The two go hand in hand. Just lead us up to that mandate, and we get the hell out of here. With that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakal Kodash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Sadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom.